Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. On this episode of Milan Coast to Coast, well, the journey has begun, and it's not off to a good start. We're going to be talking about the game against Liverpool, our reactions. We got a special guest with us tonight. The rumor mill is turning like it's never been before, and we got a big game coming on the weekend. Big game, baby. And if you want to stay up to date with everything that we got here on the channel, well, there's only one thing to do. You got to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Smash the like button. Let's go, baby. Gio and our special guest, are you guys ready?
I'm ready, Fabio.
All right, baby. Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Milan Weekly Podcast presents Milan Coast to Coast with your host, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring us in here. Let's go. What up, everybody? Let's fix this. Let's fix this. We don't like this view. What up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Fabio, joined by my partner, Gio. East Coast, West Coast, Milan Coast to Coast. Tonight, we brought in our buddy, Facebook Frank. Frank, how you feeling, man?
First off, I'm bringing in a little bit of the northern touch.
There you go.
You know, straight out of member of the Milan Club Toronto, but transplanted, living in Vaughan, Ontario. Ready to go. Let's talk.
Let's do it, baby. Well, first off, man, let's say a special happy birthday to the only guy I think is worth a damn at the moment, Christian Pulisic. Happy birthday to him. All right, guys. Tonight, of course, we're going to get into everything about the Champions League game and what we have ahead of us on Sunday. But if you have any questions and you're in the chat watching tonight, please follow what it says on the bottom, hit those 2 stars, and leave a question. We'll get to it later in the show. But the journey begins, baby. The journey begins. We had maybe a false sense of that we were going to actually show up to this game, and immediately they kind of rewarded that, right? 4 goals against Venezia within 3 minutes. Pulisic, a great pass by Morata to get him in, and Pulisic does the rest. He goes like 45, 50 yards and makes a beautiful shot across the goal. 3 minutes in. I was ecstatic, yelling and screaming. Gio, did you feel it? Did you think, Jesus Christ, maybe this team did show up tonight?
I was rubbing that Diddy body oil all over my monitor. No, man. I was excited. I was going crazy, man. I was like, okay, we showed up. We put that BS Parma game behind us, that Torino game behind us, but little did we know the aftermath that was coming. But I was excited, Fabio. I was excited. He slotted it in, and he was not even at a good angle, so that was just crazy.
If somebody could just clip that poor choice of words right there. All right, Frank, how did you feel, man, after Pulisic's score? Were you confident in what at least we were showing immediately?
I was at my desk when it happened. Did a quick, just a fist pump. My co-worker behind me was a Tottenham supporter. I knew that we were up 1-0. Confident of a win. Feeling it a little bit, but more so, hey, good start. Maybe we result, even a draw, like anything. It was one of those. This could. It gave me the feeling I had when Pato scored very early against Barcelona, 2011-2012 Champions League group phase game.
Yeah, well, that didn't last very long because by the 17th minute, Liverpool had finally gotten themselves up to the level that they knew they could play, and they just started attacking us. We give up a horrendous foul by Calabria right at the edge of the box to give them a perfect set piece there, and we defend horribly, give up a goal. Gio, I was pissed, bro. I was really pissed.
I mean, Calabria, what a dumb move, and especially you're the captain of the team. He was in no danger area. He just went in with some
Slid
stupidity, and
it
he
2
took.
feet. Oh my
And
god.
knowing that we struggle on set pieces, and knowing that Trent Alexander Arnold, he's deadly from the free kicks. He's a free kick specialist, so or dead ball specialist, and I was very disappointed. And as soon as you seen the goal, Fabio, just look at the picture of the players, their head went down. And I
Yep.
knew that it was gonna be a rough night after that. Especially that Liverpool hit the post with Salah
Yeah.
minutes before. It was just crazy. And I think the mentality of the team needs to be questioned, because they can't just score on you and tie the game, and then you basically want to throw everything away. Very disappointing.
Yeah, it was. It was. Frank, like I'm going to mention here, they had a lot of opportunities here, like back to back to back. They kept peppering us, and eventually we gave up another goal. Van Dijk. I mean, it's just how we can't mark some of these guys, and they just get easy headers. I don't. I was livid. Well, what were your thoughts after the second goal?
What the hell was Reinders doing? Marking
I know. Terrible.
giant in Virgil van Dijk. It's when it comes to giving up goals and set pieces, I'm used to it. It's been Milan's. It's been their Achilles heel for, God, I could say Banter era, Ancelotti era, all that stuff. I don't know what the hell it is. It just seems like set pieces, we can't seem to defend them. Like, it doesn't matter when, there's always something. Like, and that one right there was just both goals. I was expecting, it's like, oh, free kick, corner kick, they're gonna get a free header. Both times, free headers, and it's just one of those, like, come on, how, like, and especially when you got a monster in Pavlovich, like.
I know. It leaves you speechless. It leaves you speechless, man. And you know what? There was even a moment that the commentator said, "Oh, Milan's probably like happy to be going in only down 2-1." I was like, "Yeah, they probably should be." It was terrible. I mean, awful, bro. But let's continue on. So, of course, nothing really changed in the second half. They end up giving up a counterattack on the right side, and I mean, I think it's is it Fofana that gets his pocket stolen there? Or I can't remember how it built up.
Pavlovich coughed it up on the counter.
Yes. And yes, that's right. It was his mistake. And then he's running back and couldn't do anything because they were just open like your sister at 7-Eleven. All right. And then Slobosky, whatever the hell his name is, Gio loves this guy, ends up getting the goal, and 3-1. I mean, just listen to these stats, guys. They have 12 shots on target to our 2. They had 22 shots overall to our pathetic 8 shots. And they had a lot of shots that weren't too crazy. We're going to go through individually here, man, but disappointed overall. Not to start, like, thinking about what you thought about prior. Losing 3-1 on your expectations. Is this kind of what you expected, Frank? Or did you expect at least after 4-0 we'll push 3-2, 2-2, 1-1, something?
I thought that it would be. I thought at least a draw. I did not. I wasn't one of those, a win, but anything can happen, right? But I thought at least a draw. They'd be compact. They would defend more, catch them on the counter, bend but don't break. And then in, what was it, Gio, 23rd minute, they broke.
Yeah.
When the first goal went in, the tying goal, and then it just got worse. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. It could have been an embarrassing game, but we were lucky that Salah can't put it past the post twice. We're lucky that Mignon made some decent saves. We're lucky that Torriani made some decent saves as well. 19-year-old kid going in, first game on the senior level, like in meaningful competition, Champions League first game against Liverpool. It could have been a lot worse. And as Gio said, when the first goal, the shoulders slumped and all that, it's just
they don't have a winning mentality. This coach and everything that's going on with Milan at the moment, it's not a winning mentality. So as soon as they get punched, even in the slightest way, they cannot handle it, and they're weak. They're weak right now.
Part is we've had issues like this before Fonseca with Pioli last year, the season, the Scudetto winning season, the season where we went 29 games unbeaten between 2020 and 2021. Anytime they get hit with a goal, you see and it's like, how much more can you say that it's the coach? Like, you can't just keep blaming the coach. The players go on the field but they're not playing like pros. They're
I hear you. Gio, well, overall, just to kind of put a bow on the game before we get to the report card, but did you expect this? Did you think they were going to at least bring something tonight, or were you one of the like even Martino yesterday when I was talking to him, he said it's hard to get upset because this is what he expected, right? Because they didn't look good. We look, exactly what you saw is exactly probably what most Milan fans who are reasonable, who live in this fucking world, would have expected. Liverpool's a much more advanced squad than we are. They are built with money. They have great players. I mean, players they bring in off the bench would be like max players for us. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't have been able to buy nobody else if we bought one of their guys probably who come off the bench. That's usually how it is with these stupid Premier League teams. They have so much money, they buy people like crazy. But, just 3-1. Last thoughts.
My thing after the goal went in, Fabio, I was hyped. I said, okay, we're going to clean. Well, we're going to keep this clean sheet. I don't know. I was praying. Maybe I was delusional because I was at work working on a report. But like the commentator in Spanish said the same thing. We have a lack of defending. So why don't you give the ball up to Liverpool? Because basically their goals came on like as soon as they took the ball away from us on the press. I mean, they were able to get chances.
Yeah.
They
Honestly,
weren't controlling
Yeah.
possession and doing Manchester City stuff where they keep the ball and then they're suffocating us. No, bro. As soon as we lost the ball in the midfield, they were turning Fofana inside out. Pavlovic was doing the hokey pokey, bro, too. Like it was just crazy. As soon as we lost the ball in the midfield, that was it. They were off to the races. It could have been like 8-9-1. Fabio, look at the shots. I think 19 shots to 2, Fabio. Like that, it's crazy.
No,
Fabio.
12 on target to 2, 22 to 8 overall.
Oh, woo. So like it's just disappointing, especially after the early goal. And even in the first minute, we were looking like we were up to it. But as soon as the goal comes in, it's like they just have no illusion. And I don't know. These players got to get their shit. Look at the fans. Like, I don't know how much was in attendance after all, because they were saying only 55 because of tickets. But look at the fan base, bro. They're going to spend their hard-earned money everywhere in the world. Not just Italy is affected by economy. So you should at least leave your cojones on the floor. If you leave your cojones on the floor and you play and you give your last breath and your last sweat and tears, then nobody would complain. Okay, Liverpool are the better team. They have more experience, and that's fine. But when you just drop your head just because a goal goes in first, then nah, we can't accept that.
No, they just didn't have the fight. Let's go through it now. Put on your fucking professor hat. It's time to do the report card. All right, let's start with Mike. All right, let me bring up the sheet here. Get ourselves into position like Gio likes it. Ayo. All right, G. We'll start with you. Mike, what grade you got for him?
Uncover your face, Fabio.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, true.
Nah, Magic Mike, he's annoying me, bro, because like how are you getting injured in the first couple of minutes and you don't even have your job to do? You're cramping up. What are you eating, bro? Like, I don't know, bro. To me, Magic Mike, F, because that second goal's on him, and even the commentator said that he should have came out and grabbed the ball. He should have been aggressive. He just let the ball like, oh yeah, because it was right in the middle, Fabio. So that was very disappointing. Magic Mike F.
You going F, bro? Damn, that's harsh. What about you, Frank?
He should have had the second goal.
I felt like the first one is where the mistake came from him. He's jumping at the ball and he doesn't make it there. And Tomori actually gets more of the hit than he does. So to me, I guess that is a mistake. But I go ahead.
No, but I can't give him an F because guy still played out as much as he could. Gets hurt.
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4 saves written down. How the fuck can he have an F, Gio? I don't understand.
Faced a lot of pressure as well. I would say D.
All right. Originally, I had C, right? Because he makes like 4 or 5 saves. But the fact that he gets hurt again, like we need to stop this, Mike. You know what I don't like, Mike? You being in conversations for contract extensions and raises, and then you get hurt again, and I fucking knock my whole headset off. You get hurt again in September. That is a fucking no-no. So for me, like Diddy, you get that D, all right? I don't like it. You need your best ability is availability, and you didn't come through, Mike, all right? Let's move on to the captain. Now, I never seen no grades like this. They gave this motherfucker a 3.1. And maybe it's warranted, all right? Because he makes that egregious foul that leads to the first goal. You are in literal danger of never seeing the field again for Milan, and you put in a stink performance after another. I have him at an F. What about you, Frank? You going F for Frank?
I'm going F for failure because you're playing for your job. Yes, your competition is Emerson Royale.
It's even worse.
Right? But that careless tackle, complaining to the ref after the goal, it's like, buddy, you know what you did. Like, this is a guy that, he had Kvaratskhelia in his pocket. He had Mbappe in his pocket. Well, now he has no pockets. It was not a look for the captain. And honestly, if he thinks he's going to get an extension for more or even for the same of what he's getting now, have fun playing for either Bologna or Verona next year.
Gio, what about Calabria?
Bro, Calabria made that stupid thing and then he came out injured, bro. Yo, Calabria, do you want to be in Hollywood? What do you want to be? You want to be on the Bad Boy 6 episode, or what do you want to do, bro? Because now you're starting to become an actor, because now you could play on Sunday again. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, to me, I think we had a lot for Calabria. I got a lot of love for the guy. The guy's been here since 6 years old. I think he knows what it means, but I don't know. I think he's not eating right and his body's just breaking down. But to be a captain, you can't get up those boneheaded plays. I think, what did Levon used to say? Yeah, fucking disgusting, Fabio.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Tomori. Bad marking, I think, on the first goal. He does make a decent stop on an opportunity, but again, I needed to see more from him, and I have him at a D. I just didn't think he was. He did nothing exactly. I'd rather have Gabia out there, which I did get, and he tried to at least get a couple of headers. But I have him at a D. Gio, you first on your boy Tomori.
I don't know, man. The regression is crazy, and it's either if he faces Chelsea or Liverpool. I don't know. Those are his bogey teams, but he puts on a shit performance. I don't really know. I mean, they were just I don't know. They were the fidget spinners, him and Pavlovic. So I'm gonna just give him a D, because I mean, I don't know, just very disappointing. But I don't know. And then he shows a little bit of leadership when the first goal goes in, because he's yelling at people. But he
likes to yell at people.
But you're still dropping your head though. So that's not leadership.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You agree, Frank Tomori?
D, yes.
Yeah.
I want to know, where did all the people that anointed him the second coming, that he was the combination of Baresi and Maldini, he was Fraulo Malresi, Everyone, no, because he was better than Romagnoli. Romagnoli's trash. Romagnoli this.
Again, that's not saying very much, but
No,
I think it's more of the people who say, "How come he's not getting called up by Southgate?" This, or maybe it's performances like this. You know,
he would be fantastic if he played for the team he was actually for the country that he was actually born in, Canada. He'd be our starter and our captain, but with the regression, and it just. His issue was when he first started out, his positioning was off, but his athleticism made up for it. Now it's like, I don't know anymore. Yeah. And it's infuriating because he can play well enough, but he has to go that next step. And it just seems like certain players that, were part of the Scudetto squad in 2022, it's like they all just stopped and they haven't stepped up. And he's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's why it's like you caught lightning in a bottle that year, and just it's not going well for Tomori this year. All right, let's go to our new guy now, Pavlovic. Not one of his best performances. He almost gets eaten alive by Salah, like early in the game, in the 17th minute, where I think that's where Salah hits the post. Honestly, I have him at a C, but I'm thinking he deserves a D as well. What say you, Gio? You think Dick indifferent?
I mean,
and they gave him a 3.3, bro.
I mean, that's the F, bro. And where did you get these grades?
I don't know, bro. This was all
these are right. These are all record low. But nah, bro, he got spent bad a lot of times, and then he gave up the ball, Fabio, for the third goal. So that's an F, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. You're right. F. You're absolutely right. Can't believe I forgot that. All right, you agree, right? Where are you going on our new guy?
I'm disappointed because he's put in some decent performances, but getting spun around by Salah. Yeah, it's Mo Salah, but it's also a Mo Salah that's north of 30.
Yeah,
and
Terry's saying F. You know what? I got to agree, man.
And the giveaway, he gets an F. Like the giveaway.
True.
Also, he should be taking the team by the balls in central defense on set pieces and going after the biggest threat and marking the shit out of him. He didn't twice, and they led to goals. So, yeah, he gets an F. He should have taken charge there, but he didn't.
All right, let's get to Teo. Frank, we'll start with you. Well, what's your grade on Teo? They have him at a 4.2 here. Think maybe it's a little low, but
honestly, the team as a whole in defense was just not good. He was part of that defense. His moving up the field on the left didn't do too much there either. He got a shot near the end in garbage time of the second half.
Yeah, he shot it wide, 85th minute.
85th minute when Liverpool...
And he had a good cross that he provided in the 88th minute, which they did nothing with. He had a good chance that he created for Morata in the 88th, but Morata ends up rolling it wide.
But these are garbage time. It's garbage time. You're down 3-1. Liverpool's already thinking of their next game on Saturday. You know what I mean? They're the next game of the week. They're thinking of the weekend fixture. I give them a D because it seemed like too little too late,
Okay. Well, G, what's your thoughts on Theo?
In these games of Champions League, our two biggest stars need to show up. Or three, because it's Magic Mike. But, and to me,
you're missing our number one star at the moment.
No, I'm saying our three stars of the team, in whatever order you want to go into. Oh yeah, now four. My bad.
That's
I'm
right.
getting confused.
Fantastic four.
I'm thinking
really one at the moment.
Yeah, so I think when you need that top player, bro, Fabio, you need him to step up, and he's not really been stepping up the last two seasons in the Champions League, and you want $9 million net a year, bro. What the hell? So I'm gonna give him an F. I don't really think he was. I got to Fabio because these are the big games, bro. Like these are the games like we talk. Okay,
But
Theo is
of all
top.
the, like, Teo didn't have a mental moment on defense that cost us a goal. You know, his idea is
But
to
he
try
doesn't
to press
defend
forward.
Fabio
Listen,
anyways.
all of the goals for the most part came from the right side, so at least he's not culpable on that one. That's all I'm saying is that the F is a little harsh. D for expectations, fine, but a C is probably average. He didn't create nothing. He didn't give anything up. He didn't score a goal, but he didn't cause a goal. That's a C performance if I've ever heard one.
No, Fabio.
You just got there, you did your best, that's it.
Trent Alexander-Arnold cannot defend to save his life, bro. If he needed
I
to
know,
save his
but
mom to
that's the
defend,
duo.
that's what you're
between him and
supposed to
Leao was
expose him.
supposed to eat them,
Yeah.
but they didn't, bro, because they're a stronger squad. Let's move on. All right, Fofana.
You
I'll
missed
give you
Frank on Theo.
No, we did.
You
Frank
missed-
went first. What are you talking about?
I said I gave him the mark of D.
Oh,
Yeah. See? Pay attention. Keep up your team. Fofana. F. You suck, Fofana. If this is all the hype that we brought you in, you're the player that's supposed to take us to the next level and be that defensive. You stink, bro. You stink. All right? You are another waste. I can see it now. You better not be Bakayoko 2.0. All right? You better, like, these type of players, guys, were supposed to take Milan to the next step. They're not. They're not. All right? They're fucking just accidents waiting to happen. I got him with an F. Frank, what do you say about Fofana?
You ever have one of those scenarios where you it's just you're set up not to succeed? This game was one of those ones by the shape of the midfield, and they just the whole, like, we don't even know what was going on with their tactics. And unfortunately, though, because he was set up to fail, he still fails. Fofana gets an F. It was one of those, it's just nothing was, it was one of those days where nothing's going his way. And it seemed like
He's not going to last in the class very long, playing the way he did, Frank.
No.
Gio, well, what about Fofana, man?
very disappointed, especially after, like, in the Euros, like he was getting minutes instead of the top guys that are supposed to be in France in the midfield. And I thought,
they put him out
were
there
big.
so those guys don't get hurt. They just
Yes.
sent Fofana out there. You finished the game.
So, but nah, Fofana, man, I mean, very disappointing. I don't know. I don't think he is caught up to the pace of Serie A.
Minka with these fucking excuses. He hasn't caught up.
No, I'm not making no excuses for no fucking
excuses,
Fofana.
bro.
His name is Fofana. He getting the F.
You're damn
That's
right.
it.
I don't want to hear no fucking excuse. He's not ready yet. Are you a fucking professional player? Is this rec league for you? You should be ready, you fucking bastards. All right. RCL. I'm sorry. I'm getting RCL. RLC, him too. Left ass cheek. He used to be butt cheek. Now he's officially nothing but ass cheeks. Ruben, you're invisible, bro. Now you're not as bad when you're playing forward. At least this guy thinks Tijani can do that, but you're sitting in the back in the double pivot. You're still not doing nothing. You're still doing nothing. So for me, it's not even a C performance. It's D. You did nothing. Again, dreadful. If we had somebody better to substitute you, we should be doing it now. And we're just not sure Musa could do it. So I got him at a D. Gio, ass cheeks, what you got? Spread him?
I mean, RLC, bro, he's been our worst player this whole season, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's been
no.
He's been the worst. Because you want to know why? No. You want to know why he's worse? Because he keeps getting picked on no merit.
But that's not his fault.
Yeah. So he's on his knees. He's on his knees for Fonseca. But he's on his knees. You know what? I didn't even hear his name called the whole game, Fabio. They didn't even say.
Literally, he did nothing.
Yeah, he did nothing. So that's an F, bro. That's an F, bro.
That's true. Frank, do you think F or you got? I had him at a D. Gio's trying to skew me down. What about you?
he gets a D because he put his name on the project. did no work.
That's true. See, I like that one. That is correct. I like that. Right. Okay. So let's move on then. Let's go to our boy in the middle, Tijani. So I have him at a D as well. Did nothing. D for doing nothing. I don't know. Honestly, he shows up in games against weaker teams, but against the big boys, they didn't do anything, man. I have him at a D. Frank, what do you think?
Same thing. It all comes down to the midfield setup and what are the tactics and how are they moving the ball. And
I don't even think he could play forward. I think they basically had to pull him back most of the game because they were just getting overrun.
No, you could tell. I think it's time to change up the formation. It's time to go to the 4-3-3 and put him in the middle, I guess. I don't know, because we've tried him on the double pivot and he's okay. We put him in a more advanced role.
He's okay.
And he did average.
Yeah.
So, the grade is D, because you just expect better, especially when you hear different sites boasting, oh, he played so well and he linked up with Xerxes and he did this and that. And then
but that's not for Milan. I don't give a fuck what he did with his national team. That's great.
No, but
but you're not doing it at your club. I don't give a shit.
But then coach sees the idea and says, "Hey, maybe I'll try him here." Because
the coach needs to get a fucking clue.
No, but it's because or else he didn't work at that position either. So it's one of those let's try something different, right? When you're in panic mode, you try anything to survive, right? It's just
listen. If you're panicking, I'd be the first to tell him, please, Tijani, we don't need you just shooting to shoot. All right, you have one good shot in you. Probably every time there's a full moon. All right, so once a month, maybe you'll get one. So take it easy. Don't blow them all in one game. All right. So let's Gio Tijani. What you said? F.
Just really disappointing. Tijani's a F. I mean, he looking world class.
Gio's failing everybody, bro.
Like he looks world class playing against France, playing against Belgium. But when he put on that red and black, I mean, we've seen a lot of them. Frankie, you know the history, more history than anybody that I ever know. You're like the encyclopedia, dictionary, whatever you want to call it. When they put on that red and black, man, that pressure, it bursts. So an F, Fabio, because you just came back for playing back-to-back world-class games. You got United in for you for 100 million. You got Liverpool in for you for 100 million, and then you come and drop a stinker. Nah, Fabio.
There's a lot of those right now, bro. I have him at a D, so I think D is fair. All right, let's go the front three now. We're gonna lean on the left here because at least the right side is a positive. Let's start with Leao, man. He creates a good chance in the 44th to Pulisic. He does have an awful pass in the 39th before that leads to Salah getting a shot, and it leads to the corner, which is where they score the second goal. So that's upsetting. He creates a good chance in the 44th to Pulisic, who kind of tumbles over trying for a penalty there. Doesn't get the foul. He has an attack that looks fairly good, but ends up getting stopped by a sliding defender in the 73rd. And he hits the post at the end in the 79th minute, literally the last play. I have Leao at a D. I don't think it's F worthy, but again, somebody wrote me on Twitter that I'm always talking shit about Leao, which I don't know what the fuck this guy was talking about. I maybe have talked shit at halftime saying he needs to step it up. We need him. He's our superstar. But I am not one to just shit talk Leao. And even now, I'm giving him a D. I know this motherfucker at the top is going straight F. It's not even going to be a choice because his standards are crazy. Take my class, avoid Gio's at all costs. So before we get to him, what about you, Frank? What's your grade on Leao?
European night, you're facing Liverpool, big opponent. You're supposed to be the superstar. You're supposed to be the highlight reel, all that stuff. And once again, what does Leao do in a big opportunity game like that? He hits a post in garbage time when Liverpool's up 3-1 and thinking of the next game. barely shows up, makes a bad pass that led to the counter, that led to a corner kick that was the second goal, the goal that gave Liverpool the lead. The guy is just, I know he was the MVP 2 years ago, but he has not. It's like he hit his quota. He's like, yeah, I'll get 12, 13 goals, this many assists. That's status quo kind of thing. He doesn't want to go above that. He doesn't want to go above that level. And for a superstar, even when you're off, you're still on. Superstars make the game. They change the game. They make it happen. They figure out a way. This guy doesn't want to. He gets an F.
All right.
He gets an F.
I think Kim's being a little unfair here. He was juggling his chewing gum, smiling in the warm-up before the game. I mean,
Kim,
I'll tell you guys.
Kim, you got to chill. It's warm-ups, man.
It's warm-ups, but you know who you want, and you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it because nobody's built like this guy. That's who you want on the field. They don't make guys like him who go out there and attack and literally tell you, I'm going to eat you for fucking dinner tonight. All right? You showed up just to lose to me. But there's guys that go out there with the balls and the belief that the practice that they put in is going to make the difference, that they are one of the greatest in the world. Leao is not that guy. He's still good, but this is a rare beast, which we wish we had 11 of. But the truth is, the guy who looks like a fucking beast on the field, and Leao is a mammoth, bro. He is a big dude, all right? Gio would love to have a bunch of baby oil and Leao in front of him. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. So, to me, I think it's a little harsh. But, G, go ahead. Go ahead, G. Say what you want about Leao. Because I know it's going to be some crazy.
Look, man. When a guy who's not a hater tells you that your first touch is in the 20th minute, Capello, what did he win? Frank, he won everything basically in football. So, like, when a guy tells you that, like, you're the superstar and you touch the ball the first time in the 20 minutes, is bad, Fabio. It's bad.
Yeah, that sounds
so
good.
like that's like that's a F, man. And instead of fighting on Twitter, bro, and saying this, saying that, calling people racist, work on your game, work on your craft, because you're letting those people get to you, and you're letting those people have the last laugh because you're not performing, bro. You know what? Do you need one of those Ace Sparks that Shannon Sharp had for his Instagram video? He's selling them Sparks now. Maybe you need some of those so you could get up.
Yeah.
F. Leao.
All right.
Are you saying
Let's go. Morata. Let's go through Morata here. Now, Morata gets the assist on Pulisic's goal. He tries to get like a handball on a foul in the 59th minute, but excuse me. He tries to get a foul in the box, but in the end, he ends up getting a handball called on him in the 59th minute, and he ends up getting substituted for Okafor. I have Morata just for the assist. I have him at a C. What do you think, Frank?
Average, gets a C.
Yeah, exactly.
So could have done more, but he could have done a lot less in comparison to other players we had up front.
At least he got an assist. At least he did one thing right. Should have done a lot more. 100% agree.
That's something.
Yeah. Gio, Morata. What you got? A lot of C's. People agree with
man. I'm not gonna shit on the guy, but is he even fit coming back up from a muscular injury?
Probably not, but he played in some of the other game and he played here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give him a C, but he was like, after that assist, what did he do? He didn't really do that much. So but that's our manager Fonseca, who's not rolling with the hot hand, who was Tammy. I would have rolled with him, but hey, he got his assist.
I agree. And Tammy, and we're gonna get to Tammy, but I agree with you 100%, bro. But I got C for Morata. Frank, you had C. C all around seems fair. All right, Pulisic, easily our best player. There's no reason to do top of the class, flop of the class, maybe, but top of the class is Pulisic. Outstanding goal to start the game. He does have a few bad defensive errors. He loses the ball to McAllister, which actually creates an opportunity, and Jota shoots wide, and that could have been 2-0 right there. Pulisic was really playing with fire. But other than that, I have to give him a C, despite even the goal, just because he makes a really bad play that almost gives them a goal. I feel like B could be fair, and I have B written, but C might be more accurate. Gio, what are you gonna say? I know you hate America. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give him an F, Fabio. He didn't do anything after the goal. Nah, I'm playing with you. I'm playing.
See? No, you a hater, bro.
I'm gonna give him a C, man, because after the goal he went missing, Fabio. So it is what it is. So
fair.
I'm gonna give him a C. He got his goal. That's what he's gonna contribute to. Like, that's his contribution to the game.
Frank, what do you think? What's your grade?
C. He got the goal. He was out there doing what he usually does, but to say he went missing though, Gio, they all went missing. At least he showed up. Some didn't even make it. Like, some missed the
They missed the bus. They missed the train. They missed it completely.
They missed the subway stop at Ippodromo. They missed the subway stop at San Siro. At least he showed up, so he gets a C.
All right, let's go now. We're gonna get to Fonseca. I was gonna call him Fofana. Fonseca in a second, but 5 substitutes. Gabia comes in late, gets a couple of headers, but not much to speak on him or Okafor. So I'm giving them both the NA. They don't even get a grade. Abraham, Emerson, and of course Toriani. Toriani has 3 saves in this game. He does give up a goal in the 67th minute, but he makes 2 good saves before that, and then makes a crazy save on the 95th minute that almost gets through on him. I have him on a B. The kid is young, coming in the second half. It's got to be worth a B. Gio, I know you love the youth, like Drake. So what's your
I've been fighting all summer, saying that Longhi's a better keeper, because if you read his scouting thing, he's a generational. He's like supposed to be Donnarumma, but we're playing with feet. But this kid Toriani got more balls. A 19-year-old got more balls than these grown adults, man. The way he was throwing out and the way that he was coming out for the ball, man, this kid got no fear. And if Magic Mike keeps on getting injured, bro, I'll let it ride. Like, what are we really doing? We don't know what direction we're going. We're about to fire Fonseca. I'll let it ride out with Toriani. I know he's gonna give us some grinta. He's gonna make mistakes, but he gonna learn from those mistakes, man. Hey,
honestly, if people come sniffing for Mike pretty soon, I think we gotta make a move. Don't we have one more year on Mike?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to sell him in January or sell him in the summer, try to get anything we
because
can.
Because Portiello, like, I don't know, he's cutting his fingers.
Bro, Pornhub got him, bro. We can't. If you're getting injured watching the corn, well, we can't fuck with you. All right, Emerson, straight F, doo-doo again. I don't even know why we keep running this guy out. What do you say, Frank, on Emerson? Why did we buy this guy, bro?
I wouldn't give him the same mark as Calabria. Come on.
Nah, he's trash, bro.
But
he's trash.
Did he goals? Did he make any bonehead mistakes?
Bro, he didn't need to be subbed on. I'm just telling you that now. The way this guy plays when he comes on, he does nothing. He don't offer nothing. Just don't even put him on. I honestly, put somebody else in. Somebody else in. Why did you not? You know why Emerson came on? Because Calabria got hurt. That's why.
What I'm saying,
Otherwise, we would have seen Tereshano.
But we're also down 3-1 when he came on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we did. And you know what? He created a lot of chances.
No, there was one cross.
Doo-doo, bro. One cross. The one that was pathetic.
I'm being polite. The guy in comparison to the player that he replaced, he played better than that guy, at least, which is not saying much. I'd say I'm bringing in the minuses. I'll give him a D- or even an NA, but don't give him a straight up F. I know it's the fun thing to do. Everyone's beating up on the guy, but in comparison for the guy that he replaced, the guy who replaced who was a bonehead, either an NA or a D-. Like, we can't go a straight up F. Come on. Now you're just going with the comments.
I'm not lying, bro. Emerson is the new Origi, bro. He's the new Torre. All right, we're never gonna get rid of this guy. This guy will be a cockroach in the walls of Milanello to collect that paycheck of his. Ain't nobody in their mind will ever take this contract from us.
Not saying
This guy is a plague. Whoever came up
but
with
fact,
the idea to sign Emerson Royale, all right,
but fact.
that is the first guy who should
Dogs
be
disagree.
fired.
Barking, saying you're being a little
No,
too.
no. He first of all, he's Japanese. He's got something with Brazilians. I don't know what it is.
I'll give him an NA. I'll give him an NA.
No, this is the worst Brazilian that we've ever had. Don't you ever speak ill of the DHL driver when you have players like Emerson Royale playing on the squad.
Brazilian who's worse? Who was worse for Milan? And he was related to a great Brazilian who was great for Milan. Kaká's little brother Digao. He was worse for Milan. But as I'm saying,
listen, Emerson Royale is trash. You want to ride on that D plus? Hey yo, all right, we'll let you ride there. But Gio, I want to ask Gio. Let's ask Gio. Gio, what do you think about Emerson Royale, Gio? We know Frank thinks I'm being too harsh, but what do you think, G?
He like Facebook Frank. That's what we brought him on. He mentioning players that a lot of people don't even remember. But now Emerson, bro, I not Emerson. I'm gonna give him a D because he did make a good cross, and that was it. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to be worse than Calabria, but that's why he got the D.
Oh my god,
bro! Like it's funny. As soon as we
made a cross, I wasn't expecting it.
Like as soon as we signed up, all the Tottenham fans were in our chat, like on the post, saying thank you for taking Chicken Roll.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, somebody said that we made a $15 million Make-A-Wish Foundation because this guy is just dreaming of being a player. He's not a real one. All right, let's. Last grade is Fonseca, and you seem to be most level-headed here, Frank. All right, what's your grade on Fonseca's game?
F.
Now we can give the Fs. We're not giving plus and minus.
Hold on. I gave Fs.
All right, but why? Why the F? Well, what was the thing that failed him for you?
He reminds me of Montella. Just no real plan. No real plan. Different players, different 11, different tactics, and just And Montella had that after the Lee Young Hong signing all those players. We had a different starting 11 every other game, and it was just. And there's what's our formation? What's our main formation? Like, we're a month into the season, and we still don't know what our starting 11 is. We still don't know who our guys are. And the guys that we think are go-to guys, two of them pout and don't want to play for them and say, I'm going to drink my water over here. The guy, I kind of feel for him because he came into a new club. There was already pressure on him. A lot of people didn't want him, just like they didn't want Lopetegui. And now you got this, and it's just, once again, another guy that was brought in, and it seemed like Fofana, who I gave an F to. It's like he was put into a situation where he wasn't given he's set up to fail. And unfortunately, he's, I even got a feeling Sunday, despite the result, they could pull off a miracle and win. He'll still get the sack.
Yeah, 100%. I think I have him at an F too. He got a yellow card for something, and he was, it
was on the appeal for the penalty.
I don't know. They should have gave him a red card. Did us all a favor, get him the fuck out of there. Well, what did you think, G? F? Should we even waste time and just move on?
You know what? We missed a player.
Who?
And I just want to give a shout out to Tammy Abraham. A lot of people were shitting on him on Twitter and stuff like that. And ever since he's come in, he's given effort, bro. And he looks like
A for effort.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to be at the club. He knows what it means to be at the club. I'm not saying that he's world class or anything, but I just like the attitude that he's coming in. He's fighting for 50-50 balls, and he's a striker. So, but Fonseca, I don't know. I think Fonseca doesn't know. I think he's a dead man walking, man, and he's not. I don't know. Oh, where's that movie? Like the guy who was dead on the beach, Ernie and stuff, and then when he's like
No,
that's
no,
what Fonseca is.
no,
Man.
that's Welcome to Bernie.
It's Weekend at Bernie's.
We can have Bernie. That's right.
It's where you-
Yes. So that's Fonseca right there, man, and just very disappointed. And a lot of people like to say that Milan Twitter is toxic and stuff like that. But look, we didn't want Lopetegui, and we were fucking right. Because if he ain't cutting that at West Ham, you think he gonna cover it at he gonna cut it at Milan when players like crumble when they wear that jersey. So I mean, just very disappointed. I didn't want Conte, but I regret to say that I didn't want him, because right now what I think is like we need a manager that's gonna push the players. Like I said last time, like remember when Carlos said that if he had Leao, he would punch him every day, and then people were saying that Carlo racist because he punched him. But look at what the punching did to Vinny, and look how he played. Because remember, Vinny was a lost soul. They didn't even want to pass on the ball. I think the next manager that we need, Fabio, is a guy that's gonna slap the players, and we don't care. That's what we need. I'm not, but I do want the chain smoker.
I don't know.
I do.
Yeah,
want
that's the next topic. All right, take it easy. Don't jump the gun. All right, you wanted to talk about this because Fonseca seems to be on the hot seat, like Frank mentioned earlier. It seems like do or die against Inter. That probably means you're going to get fired no matter what. If one game matters one way or another, you're going to get fired no matter what. Ibra is the boss, bro. So Gio, I let you take over here because Ibra had some words. He was talking on a program, right, with Boban was on there too, and they were kind of and all this other shit. Go ahead, you take over.
Yeah, no, I think he was just Boban was speaking his piece, and then Ibra, like I don't know, he's been talking too much, and I said it when he was hired, like to my thing, he was a publicity stunt because all he's doing is talking. He said this is his quote to Sky Sports. My role is simple. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. And everyone works for me. So that means who signed Emerson Royale? Ibrahimovic. So I know Boban didn't understand that, but I'll say that again. I'm in charge. I work, and we work in silence. No, you fucking guys don't work in silence. How did we know that Pioli was on the fucking phone to fucking Thuram all day, 24/7, like Snoop Dre and Devin? You guys don't work in silence. How does Tottenham saying that we've shown up to them like we broke boys and we can't buy Emerson Real? Like this is crazy. Like look. Ibra, like what you gotta understand, and you probably don't care, but you need to shut up now. I mean, everybody, you guys remember, I know we don't like to go reminisce on the past, but remember when Maldini said we need investment now to catch up, right? Remember when he said that? But that was after Scudetto, and then everybody saying, "Oh, he's not cultured. You can't speak out around the management. You can't do that. That's disrespectful and all that." And all I hear is Ibra talking, and nobody's saying nothing. Now people are catching up because we're having horrible performances. To me, hopefully you end up on that Rico with Diddy and Meek Mill, and we don't hear from you ever again because I'm tired of you talking. Now I need everybody. Management, Furlani, the Hobbit, I need Mokanda. I need all you guys to get together and figure out what you guys are doing. And remember, this club is great. Whether we went through the banter, look at us as fans. I know Facebook Frank could tell you like a game in the banter that probably not a lot of people like. We got dedicated fans like that. Facebook Frank drove to New York City. This is the lengths that we're going to. People are going to different states because we love this club. Appreciate this fan base and don't look at us just as balancing the books because we're not that. And we're not glory hunters either. I mean, Facebook Frank, he probably got that from his dad. My first soccer game was watching them in '94 versus Barcelona. That's how I fell in love with the club. Fabio got it from his dad, because they're both Italian. I got it a different way, but like we're not glory hunting over here, and we just want.
We're not going to get many regulars or people outside of the Italian heritage if our Milan continues to look like shit.
Also,
but yeah,
I didn't get it from my dad though. I've said this before. Everyone gets shocked. My dad, growing up, was an Inter supporter, moved to Canada in the 60s, didn't give a rat's ass about soccer, gave a rat's ass about earning money to support his family. And then we found out in 98 when Nicola Ventola, who's from his town, signed with him. And my dad's like, oh, my buddy's son signed with Inter, so I'm going to support them again. We're like, wait, again? But then once they sold him, he hated Inter for the rest of his life until the day he passed away. One of the last things I heard him say was, F Inter.
Well, F Inter. That we can actually all get behind there. But Ibra, I don't know what's going on, man. Too much talking, not enough action. Everybody's new, man.
He's on vacation, Fabio. Now we know now we know where you were. You were with Sean. What's his name? Sean Weatherspoon. Sean, what the hell? Eating them hot wings. Like,
that's true. He's eating hot wings. This is because that's really going to help the club. Thank God Ibra is out there eating hot wings. Who cares, man? All right, rumor mill on coaches, right? So usually rumor mill is players, but now we got Tuchel out there. What's the other guy's name that starts with a T, Gio?
Terzic.
We got him. Then, of course, the two Italians they're talking about is Sarri and everybody's favorite madman, Allegri. Again. I think I can tell you there's two names on that list I do not want whatsoever. I wouldn't mind Sarri at this point. I think we need an Italian coach. I don't think you can go with another foreigner. At least Sarri's been in the league. He's won different things at big clubs. He won with Juventus. He did pretty well with Napoli. He did good with Chelsea. Let's give him a chance. I think Fonseca is a dead man walking. It's over. He's going to get destroyed. Yeah, and Tuchel ruined Captain America, so I don't want him anywhere fucking near here. All right? Now, I'll tell you, if we get Allegri, it's going to be not pretty. But honestly, Allegri is insane. And I kind of like it. I like the man. I like the throwing of the jacket. I like fucking telling the guy that wanted to get you fired, like, yeah, look, I got a trophy, you motherfucker. That I like. I like the fire. Do I want him at my club again? No. But I like the fire. I think Sarri's the right choice. What do you guys think? Chief, we'll start with you. What do you think?
You know what, Fabio? Like, I said repentance because I didn't want Conte because I was just looking at UCL or whatever. But
yeah,
that's a big regret for me ever saying that. And but you know what? The only thing I'll go with Mad Max is that we're not gonna be leaking goals. We're gonna park the double decker buses.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna
at least we'll be able to defend, baby. Who knows?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's time for the chain smoker, man. I think I think Saki's been calling for the chain smoker for a long time now, and I think, I mean, you know what, Fabio? I think we really need a Terzic and Tuchel not gonna cut it. I don't care about like Captain America and all that. I think we need our identity. We're an Italian club, and we lost that identity. We're not gonna reminisce around Tonali, but we don't even have top Italian players in our squad. As much as I love Gabbia, like I know he's not top. He could only be top if he gets playing time and he proves it. But we lost our identity. We won with a lot of Italians on the squad, whether Juventino and Interistas want to tell you different. Look at how many players we had in that 2000 World Cup for the national team. Just look at it. And we were starting, okay? We wasn't riding no bench. And I think that's what has happened. Like, what player do you like? Yeah, we like Dale. We love Leao. But, like, we need somebody to hold on to. That's why I wanted Kiss on the team, because somebody that okay, you know, this Italian guy, he knows what it means to be in Italy and whatever. So I think we need an Italian coach because he's gonna know what it means to the fans, and he knows how to play manage in Serie A, Fabio. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. For some of you, people keep putting De Zerbi. De Zerbi has a team. He's not free. You can't just take a coach in the middle of the league. Like, what the hell is people talking about? Frank, what do you think, man? Who would be your choice if it's of these four? I mean, Conceição seems to be like his name is dropped completely out. At least he's a winner. Yeah, he's not Italian, but what happened to him? He's not even a thought right now. He has no team.
Allegri, no, because that would be like
Going back to your ex-girlfriend?
be like when Capello came back and when Saki came back in similar situations where the team is, volatile and unstable, and you try to bring back a guy from the past and it won't work. New players, different mentality, all that stuff. And also, Leao would have to be a left back, like the way Chiesa had to be a left back. And then you're going to have Leao faking injuries. Oh, I pulled my hamstring. I pulled this. I pulled that. And we won't see him on the field again, right?
Allegri's going to want that money. You want that bag. Allegri not stupid. We need him.
Tuchel and Terzic? No.
No, I don't like Tuchel.
Especially Tuchel. He took over Bayern. Bayern were in first place. They were in the semifinals of the Pokal.
Yeah.
The quarterfinal of the Champions League, I believe. And he came up with 0 titoli.
Yeah, that's how I also don't like the guy from
he won the Bundesliga, and it was last day because Dortmund lost it.
Yeah, and the other coach, the fact that you lost a title, I don't want this loser at my team. No, thank you. Exactly. I honestly only like Sarri. He's the only one that makes sense. Honestly, Tuchel won the Champions League, great, but he's done nothing after. He's lost. He's lost everywhere he's went. Oh, he won with Bayern Munich because the other team basically gifted him that shit the last game.
Because Terzic and Dortmund shit the bed.
Come on. I mean, honestly, to me, it's got to be Sarri. He's the only choice. But
for Sarri, he's done well with a minimal budget. He's done well with a Lazio team. They were good, but they weren't, really good. He had some success with Napoli. He went to Juventus, and he won with Juventus. That wasn't hard to win. I think he won their last Scudetto.
No, I know, but again, we could say he won, and it is what it is. But again, it's like he's a winner. He won stuff. You can't take that away from them, no matter what you think about the way they won, the team that they won, whatever. But listen, we can't linger on too long for this. We got to get to our other topics. It's getting late right now. But
so that's the one.
So you'd go with I'm sorry,
because he knows how to win with a team that has some pedigree. Yes, it's Porto out of Portugal, but they're just
okay. Yeah, that's a good listen. That's a good pick, honestly. All right, so Derby preview time, guys. All right, so we got the Derby on Sunday, 2:45 for us, 11:45 for Gio, 8:45 for them. What's your thoughts, man? Here, we'll start with you, G. What's your thoughts on the Derby? How bad do you think it's going to be? Do you think we have a chance? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on the Derby is we're gonna see if it's gonna be another shit show or if the players now. Curva said something about balls, where your balls at. So I mean, like you don't have the Curva with you, man. Like you got to show out for them. Just leave everything on the pitch, and if we lose and we still lose, and I mean it is what it is. I mean, but if you're gonna they score the first goal and then you give up 2-3 more goals and then you just walk around for the next 50 to 60 minutes, I'm not gonna like that. I want to go out fighting, Fabio, and I'm gonna say we're gonna do an upset. It's gonna be a 2-2 draw, Fabio. That's what I'm saying.
2-2 draw. Wow, you have a lot of faith, Frank. What are you thinking?
I can't make a prediction, man. It's too because it's the Derby. Anything can happen. A lot of times, like Steve said on the other show, form goes out the window. Like there's been times we've gone into the Derby where Inter is like just shitting the bed and not playing well, and they beat us both times. One was a 1-0 loss, one was a 3-2 loss. That was the 2011-2012 season. We were chasing a title. Inter fired Gasparini after 8 games, and we lost to them twice. Form goes out the window. Anything can happen. What are my expectations? I would love to see a win, but I'm hoping for a draw. And regardless,
I am kind of in the same boat. I'm hoping for a draw as well.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's my prediction. Actually, here's my prediction. Regardless of the result, win, lose, or draw, Bernie's going to finally be resting in peace. Bernie Lomax will be resting in peace.
Oh no, Bernie's going down. That's it. I don't even know. Did they give that one a trilogy? I don't think so. I don't think there was a part 3.
Bernie rested in peace after.
Well, Fonseca, I hope you never come back to Italy. This will be your last one. You don't get a third movie. But this is how I felt. Listen. I tell you honestly, man. Expectations for you were low, but holy fuck, you're awful. I think we're looking at a bad game on Sunday. I honestly think we're looking at like 4-0, 5-0, a blowout. This is awful to say, but I really have no faith in this team. And I think Inter, even tying today against Manchester City, is going to be such a better squad. And they have injuries too. And they're going to, if we can somehow miraculously get a draw, I'd be super happy. But winning the game, I'm at like a 6 or 7% of that ever happening for us, unfortunately, So I'm thinking I'll go 4-1. I won't give him the clean sheet, but I guarantee we're not going to play well. We're not going to play
Dang,
well.
we're winning 4-1, Fabio.
No, I didn't say for us, bro. I didn't say for us. I ask you guys. The only question from the chat we have is from my buddy Nick. How you doing, Nick? Is our Champions League journey finished from the start? What do you think, Jake?
Nah, I mean, okay, we get shellacked on the derby, we get chain smoker. I think we come out, we'll get top 8 and we'll get a bye. I mean, they picked us to be in the top 8 anyways, and we were still like shit, like to start off the season. So I don't think anything will change. We got the players right there. We just need the formula. We need that. When you're making that pasta and you're making that sauce from scratch, Fabio, you put that special sauce in there. You put some special ingredients in that sauce. That's all we need, Fabio. That's all we need. Somebody to cook up something special, and we could get out the group.
What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think it's over. I think at least they can.
I mean, in theory, it can't be over with one game. You have 7 other games to go. But, I mean, this is the performance that you dreaded happening against one of the teams from pot 1. And it came, one goal up. Oh, maybe we'll actually get some points. No, we get nothing.
I think either top 8, at least the 9 versus 24 playoff. I don't think 32 or 36. Sorry. I don't think 25 to 36. I think either a playoff. I don't think it's over. You know what I mean?
That would be really bad. Let's see. By the time we get to the Real Madrid game, we need to be further up the table. That's all I'm saying. But no, not over yet. I know you probably asked that question in more of a joking manner, but we need to shout out to our boy Liban Youssef for mentioning that our buddy Vinny T from Milan Weekly Podcast, he had to experience this bullshit live. And, of course, Patreon Shane and I believe Khaled was there as well. So Khaled's from Philly. He traveled far. All these guys traveled from Malaga, from Canada to go watch this game. I mean, I don't know, Frank, you got to see 2 wins. Would you feel like it was a real – how would you feel? I mean, was that trip your first time seeing this Milan and San Siro?
I will tell you how I felt March 16th, 2014, where we lost 4-1 to Parma, 4-2 to Parma. Abbiati got a red within 7 minutes. Cassano popped in 2 goals. I saved up for over a year to go on that trip. Told the wife, because I turned 30 on the 13th of March, I said to her, honey, I don't want to party. I don't want anything. I just want to go. I know we only had 1 kid at the time. He was 3. I'm leaving you at home with a 3-year-old for 4 days. I know what it's like. And that's why I told Vinny before he left, I said to him, I go, listen, don't expect to win. Don't expect the result. Don't go with demands. Whatever happens, happens. Just embrace it and enjoy and soak everything in. because you never know when you'll go back again. I waited 10 years.
Especially for a Champions League game, Liverpool, Milan. I hear you. I hear you. But, Gio, what are your thoughts on this idea that there was about 20,000 seats empty in the San Siro for a game like this, for Milan, Liverpool? I mean, even despite the poor form the team has had, you would expect, if you're going to spend your money, I know they were inflating the prices, but this is a game this is top class in European football. You want to be there if you're a Milan fan. What are your thoughts here on this?
Man, shout out to my Italian brother Lore from Milan Club SoCal. He gave me the best breakdown. He said he went to the Venezia game. He sat in the middle of San Siro, so in the middle part, not top level, in the middle. He said that he paid for him and his son for the Venezia game 29 euros. And then he wanted to go to Liverpool, and they told him 250 each, 250 euros each. So that's the kind of inflation that we have, and so that's how crazy it is. I mean, everybody's going through a tough time right now. Everybody in the world, there's no rich country out here that's not going through something. So
I mean, but come on, we live in the States, bro. We live in North America here. 250 is nothing for a big sporting event. You want to see an artist, 250 is the minimum. If you didn't get the pre-sale and you have to buy secondary, good luck spending less than 200, 250. Honestly, that's an inflation. I get it's a lot of money. The point is that you don't spend that money because the team is struggling. If the team is doing well and you go in with confidence, you're then inclined to, you know what, 200, 250, I'll spend the money because this is fucking Milan, Liverpool in the Champions League. How many times am I going to go to a Champions League game? This is a big game. So to me, I understand that. I know it's foreign to some people because it is a lot of money, and we still
Fabio,
about it.
29 euros for 2 tickets, so 250 for one, so that's 500 euros for 2 tickets.
But that's
game like a thousand. That's like a thousand.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was a home.
Where was he sitting? Lower bowl or upper bowl?
I don't know. He just said in the middle. He showed us a picture in the middle of the stadium. He wasn't up in the nose. Yeah, so he just said that it was
29 for both.
Yeah, that's what he said.
No,
he took his son.
That's so cheap, bro.
He took his son.
He was probably in second or third tier because Tim and I, we went to the Empoli game. It was 67.
You were near the pitch.
Yeah,
I know you had a great ticket.
Yeah, but both games, the Europa League game was 69 euros. The game against Empoli was 67 euro.
Yeah, I hear that. That's what I mean. See, it's again,
he might have been sitting pretty high up, but that's a marquee game, man. It's like when a big event comes to your town. What happens? The prices go up, right?
Yeah, it's true. We do, and we get killed here. Everything here to see a live event gets killed. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on. All right, guys. Well, we're hour 15 minute in here. We gotta wrap this up. Parting shots now, people. Frank, we'll start with you. You're our guest. What's your parting shot, bro?
First off, my parting shot is this. This team's been through worse. A lot of us have seen them go through worse. Some of us have even seen them go to Serie B. You still got to support and show love. That's it. Despite owners, despite dignitaries that talk too much, despite all the poor play on the field, it's the red and black. That's what unites us all. First off, that's one parting shot. My next, Milan Club Toronto. Come check us out. We're at the Mills Tap House, 9100 Jane Street, right across from Vaughan Mills Mall. We got 2 different scarves this year.
Thank you.
Become a member, $40. You buy a scarf. You don't like, if you like both of them, because we got a chevron right here and we got a stripe one right here. Pay $70. You get them both if you can't decide. Want to give it to them? My boys at the Milan Club Toronto, Maurizio, Pat. The committee members, Maurizio, Pat, Luch, Matt, John, Lucky, Tino, my boy Rick. We're all a good crew there. We try, come on out. Liban, why don't you get your ass out there for once? Stop working, take a day off. Come and join us.
Frank's calling out.
New scarves, okay?
Nice.
parting shot. This is the last one. I'm going to shut my mouth. Oh, anyone in the Toronto area, if you're ever at the Bay Adelaide Center, one of our committee members, John Nerpidi, has a place called Ziteca Cocina, which is it's a lovely Mexican eatery that he has. Fantastic.
Nice.
Got a grade A setup. You know, God love him. He's a good dude, and he's a Milan supporter. So if you're a Milan supporter in Toronto,
Nice.
you want to get some tacos, you want to get some burritos, you want to get some good food, go check out Ziteca Cocina. And also, Marco, you can do another. I just saw him pop up a little quote. You coming on Sunday or what? Come and join again.
Frankie's calling people out. Frank, you make sure that restaurant is subscribed to Milan Weekly Podcast. You should tell them they have a Coast to Coast Wednesday special. Put us on the YouTube up there. Actually, that's probably not good. I curse too much for Patreons. Yeah, you're right.
Curses all the time. All you got to do is ask him his opinion on Napoli.
I know, but it's different when you see my head up there yelling and screaming. That's not for public consumption. It's got to be in the privacy of your own home. But we appreciate you, Frank. All right, Gio, what's your parting shot, bro?
All right, man. You guys know I'm part of Milan Club Boston.
Oh, my Lord.
Right? But shout out to them. This year they started a membership. Shout out to them. Hit their link up, Milan Club Boston on Instagram. They'll have their link tree. You can send up $25 to be a member. They give you a gift card. They give you some perks. So I just want to say shout out to Mark Strupa, one of the most
best.
humblest people that I met. You know, they say like Twitter and social media is bad, but you know, when you start meeting these people and you start talking to them, like they're amazing people. And you're looking good, Mark. I know you pumping that iron. So shout out to them getting the membership. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Facebook Frank. He is the encyclopedia. He's a historian of this club. And if you ever need a question or anything answered, he'll let you know. Frank,
you don't want to be called an encyclopedia. Encyclopedias are outdated. You are Frank GPT now. That's what you got to be. All right. So don't let Gio pigeonhole you into this product of the past. You are one with the future and that AI, baby. All right, guys. My parting shot, of course, my club. Milan, Jesus Christ, I was going to say Milan Weekly Podcast again. Milan Club NYC. Go be a part of the club there. Legends, Football Factory, 33rd and 5th Avenue. Go check out the game. I don't know if I'm going to make it. We're going to have supposedly some coverage coming through. You never know who's going to be there. It's a huge game, the Derby. It's honestly, get there early. Game's at 2:45 over here. It's going to be an awesome time. Also, please follow them on YouTube, on Instagram and Twitter, AC Milan NYC there. All right, guys, and just one more thing, all right? These are bleak times, but they are not banter era yet, all right? Don't forget how poor banter era days were, because you know what that was? Those days, the real heartache and embarrassment doesn't come in September, guys. It comes at the end of May, where we don't finish in spots, where we really look like we're in shambles. If they course correct now and get rid of this fucking Zorro and find a coach who's competent, who will actually get the team on track, maybe we can salvage this season. Anything can happen. We haven't started Coppa Italia games yet. We still have 7 more Champions League games. And despite if Fonseca gets them to play like they don't have their heads up their ass, we're probably still going to get embarrassed for a 7th time. Just be ready for it. But the tidal wave that will come will purge us of all this bullshit that's in the land. And then when everything's gone, you can rebuild. Now, maybe that doesn't include Ibra and Furlani, but somebody's going to be on the chopping block if this continues all season. So some of you out there are out for blood. You're not happy Maldini was fired. We got it. Nobody was. But it's time to move on, okay? And the morons that are in charge now, yeah, they're not doing a good job. But to actively root for these morons to do bad, it means you're not a real Milan fan, all right? It's bad now, but if they have half a fucking brain like the fucking idiot in the Wizards of Oz, maybe they fire Fonseca, hire the right guy, and it changes the course of the season. Do it now. Well, better time than now. Fellas, Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining. We always appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all of our socials, especially Patreon. That helps the most. Guys, ovunque and sempre. Forza Milan! Peace out, everybody. Good night.